We are pleased to be welcomed now by assistant coach Donny Pritzlaff as he joins us immediately. Coach, thank you for joining us right away.
Congratulations.
Great victory for you guys today, winning 8 of 10 bouts. Did you guys drink something different today? You guys really took it to Princeton today.
Yeah, look, starting off, Metzler did a great job. He didn't finish the match the way we wanted to, but then going to overtime, he wrestled really solid, looked great. He did a great job for us on Friday night. Now, today he really stepped up and kind of got everything rolling. Our guys wrestled hard. We were the aggressor, I thought, in every match but 49 and 97. So I thought we really attacked the legs well, and we got after them hard. And that's exciting because we're getting ready for the Big Ten, so we're going to have to wrestle at an exciting pace to do what we want to do.
What do you think happened at 149 pounds? Kolodzik had that really nice duck in the beginning of that first period, and you think that just set the tone and DeLuca couldn't respond?
Yeah, he has really good tactics, Kolodzik. He's good at scoring at the end of the period. He's tough on top. He's very strong. And you can see I think he got 3 stall calls in the third period. He was able to just kind of really control. He couldn't turn Eleazar, but he really controlled him and kept him flat. And even though I thought he was parallel quite a bit, he's strong and he scores at a good time. Both times he scored at the end of the period, and he was able to keep him down. Eleazar did a good job in the first period of getting out late, but he was overmatched today.
Is that something you could practice for? Because I know Kolodzik likes to use that figure 4 a lot, and it really kind of takes away all the legs of the table, so to speak, for the guy on bottom. Is that something you guys could practice against and work on in the room as well, heading into Big Tens?
Absolutely. I think Eleazar showed he could get out. He could definitely get out when, at the end of the first period, he did a really good job of moving his hips and really being aggressive and changing his energy and really moving his hips so he couldn't get overpowered. He was a little bit overpowered for most of the match, but at that point he was able to, so he has to have to replicate what he did there to get out.
Coach, John Van Brill gave up the first takedown in his match, and then he turned it around. What did he do to pull out a 5-3 victory today against the ranked wrestler?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how that match went, but I feel like
John was rolling a lot.
A lot of scrambling.
In the first period, he looked a little bit out of position. He looked a little bit outside of himself, and then I think, did he get one? I think he got one at the end of the first.
Yes.
He got one at the end of the first, and he kind of turned the tide. I think he got in on his own leg attack. And then I'm trying to remember how the match went, but he settled in. In the beginning of the match, he looked out of position, a little uncharacteristic. He wasn't really controlling the center well. The kid hit a good shot on him, got him up in the air. He tried to scramble out of it. That kid was ready for it. That's a rematch of the Midlands where John kind of controlled him for the third place match at the Midlands, but John wrestled good enough to win. I think he didn't wrestle great. I don't think he was solid. Even he almost got reversed on the edge there at one point. So he had 2 good wins this weekend. So we'll take that. He got his hand raised both times, but I think he still needs to wrestle a little bit more solid if he's going to get through those first couple rounds of the Big Tens and especially at the NCAAs.
Coach Goodell talked about John Van Brill being inconsistent at times. He goes through stretches where he's really good, and then he goes through stretches where he struggles. What do you have to do now to make sure that he doesn't slide back now after beating 2 ranked wrestlers in a single weekend?
Yeah, it's all preparation. It's all going to be in his training, making sure that when he's in the practice room, I think he had good momentum after Friday night. Had he not wrestled as solid as he did on Friday, I think he would have struggled more today. He's an emotional wrestler too. He's an emotional guy. I told you he's a stingy guy. He doesn't like to lose in anything. He had to walk it off yesterday morning in the airport when he lost a Yahtzee game to Willie Scott. So he's a competitor. We just have to make sure that when he's in practice, he's focused on what he can do in his positions and not trying to win the match in one situation. Sometimes he does that. In that first period, he's trying to roll and be crazy all over the place. He almost exposes himself. So he needs to be more solid, be in the moment, and not try to win the match in a 15-second flurry. Wrestle the whole time through.
Coach, more solid victories by Richie Lewis, Joe Grella, and Nick Gravita. But I want to go over to Razan Gross in overtime. Really had to earn that one, but he seemed like he was in it the entire time. I know it really didn't take too many shots until towards the end, but he really grinded out the victory. And I think that, does that give him a lot of confidence heading into the tournament?
That gives him a lot of momentum. Getting a Big Ten win on Friday night, coming back. This is tough. These guys travel. You guys were with us. You saw what the travel's like, and then to get back and work out last night, and then they're right back to the drawing board. They're working on this guy last night in the wrestling room, and then he comes out and he does a really good job. He gave up the first takedown too. So that's a little bit of a trend right now with a few of these guys. Metzler did, Rajan, and John, and Van Brill. So we got to do a better job of starting fast. That could be the travel too, but Rajan, he's a senior, closes it out. Everybody's excited, so that's awesome.
Coach, well, we hope you have a nice 2 weeks of preparation, rest, recovery, and more training towards Big Tens, and we'll see you out there in East Lansing. We thank you once again for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thanks.